All right. Well, yeah, I watched
What'd you watch?
the news.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh no, so I went out with Obi
Uh-huh.
and we got back to my place and we ordered food and I was like I need something to watch. Uh and it was on Hulu. Like it was just like like it was like a fucking comedy special on Hulu basically. And it's like it's super dramatic, the production, everything. I was like um and the I don't know. I at first I was like, because Alec Baldwin keeps bringing up the DP's name. I can't even fucking remember what it was, but
Halyana Hutchins.
what was it?
Halyana Hutchins.
Okay, but I'm like, this fool's been in showbiz long enough to know that they're not gonna like she's gonna be like a footnote in the whole story. You know what I mean? I was like, because I was like, I was like conflicted watching through because he brings her up a bunch. I was like, I wonder how much he wanted to like talk about her and they edited that out to be like, listen, bro, like it's about you shooting her.
Yeah.
You're the star of this terrible, terrible movie that you just made.
Yep.
Um,
Movie Rust.
okay, but there's a couple of cool things in it. A lot of it is just like him, like kind of like going through what happened throughout the day, and I guess it's interesting to watch. But like what's really important to know is one, he explains. You've seen that clip, right, where he says like, "I never pulled the trigger."
I didn't see the clip, but I heard the quote. Yeah.
Okay, so what he said happened was, I think you might have said it where like obviously like he was like aiming the gun
Yeah, I mean,
at them.
you just would assume that it's like, you know,
Right.
the James Bond shot, boom, at the camera.
Yeah, it was a shot like that. It was a shot that was not in the shot list. It was a shot that was not.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that it wasn't planned. So it was like a spur of the moment thing. Like, oh, this would look cool.
Yeah.
And he
the
said
scriptwriter was like, "There's no shot like that would have required that," and the blah blah blah.
they even have a thing where. Anyways, okay, so sorry, I'll go back to that. But George Clooney gets involved. But
Oh yeah, I can't believe he said what in. I don't know.
okay, so Alec Baldwin is talking about how he pulled the hammer back, in the revolver,
Yeah.
and he was like, he kept like basically pulling it back and back, back and back, like more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And it was either the Peter director was like, yeah, like keep doing it, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this looks better, this looks cooler. And then when he let go, boom, it fucking fired.
Oh.
And that's when the gun went off, and that's when he bamboozled the
Oh,
DP.
man.
And after that, then in the production thing, they put a quote. I think it's actually an audio recording from like some interview where George Clooney was like, "Oh, dude, I check every fucking gun before I shoot it, like
it
every
was,
single
I
time."
think it was on Mark Maron's podcast too.
It might have been. And then
I heard him talking about that where he was like, "That's cool if that's how you do it," but blah blah blah. And I think Alec Baldwin is right. Like
he is right. Again, there are rough guidelines for everything you do in film.
Yep.
But the details will always be different production to production.
And the armor assumes liability for this stuff. I
Right.
think George Clooney's a big dumb dick for opening his mouth. It's like, shut up, George Clooney, you moron.
I think it's a little fucked up that he. I don't. Well,
that
not what he
statement-
said, but the tone in which he said it.
I think all of it reminds me. It honestly felt like the same vibes of Mark Wahlberg's If I Was on the Plane. I was like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
why would you open your mouth and say this irrelevant statement?
Yeah, like, because you can say that, but it was a tone in which he said it where it was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could be like, dude, honestly, I check it every time. You know what I mean? He could have been like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like I do that, but he did it like, what? This is how we all do it. And I'm like, nah, like, and Alec Baldwin says in an interview that he did a movie once with a gun, and that he was like, I think he did like did like something to check the gun. I think he might have like clicked it on the ground or something to make sure, or I don't know. He did something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but the armor told him like, you don't need, like, he's like, we already checked the gun. Like, once we give you the gun, it's good to go.
Yep.
And he has been like basically like going with that precedent for the rest of his life, and obviously it's worked out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, this fool's been shooting guns in 1,000 movies.
Yeah, he's been doing it since what? Hunt for Red October's early Alec Baldwin
Sick ass
days.
movie.
What, early 80s?
Yeah.
84.
And The other thing that they talked about is how he's getting sued by two people from the production.
He should not be getting sued.
No, but every producer is getting sued. So I think he's like technically an
Oh,
executive producer.
yeah.
And he clarified that he had no involvement in the actual like hiring of people. So
Yeah.
he's like, when they ask him, it's like, what do you think about about this bitch? And he was like, well, like they hired her. You know what I mean? Like I have no, I didn't. He's like, I didn't have a reason at the time to not to trust her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like the production company hired her. Like I'm not gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
And he says that she got a lawyer. She's not saying shit. There's two people suing them, and he said that one of the people that's suing him after the incident happened, it's a woman and a guy. So he or she went up to him, or maybe they actually, sorry, went up to Alec Baldwin and put their hand on his shoulder and were like, "You realize that like this is not your fault at all. You have like no like fault in this." And then I think they obviously talked to some lawyer, some fucking Better Call Saul motherfucker, who was like, "Are you kidding me?
You can get money.
You said that to Alec Baldwin, you fucking idiot. We can
Yeah.
get a bunch of liability money or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the movie's getting finished, by the way.
Maybe not.
Yeah, and also they haven't yet, or at least at the time of the recording, they still haven't figured out how the live round got into the gun or what happened. Because apparently, like, it was only one round.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, like, people are already, like, thinking of conspiracies and shit. Obviously, like, QAnon planted the bullet. I'm like, I don't think that any of that happened.
Yeah, I know. I do think the theory that makes the most sense is that some idiot working on the set walked out with the gun to go hunting or whatever.
I read that one of the rumors, that they took.
We talked about this.
Yeah. So
I honestly that makes the most sense. It seems to be in line with the stupidity that has been going on from everything we've seen.
yeah, but I was very like, I was surprised to hear that because I thought that the one of the things that was gonna be revealed in the interview is what actually happened. But no, like I mean, he talked about like everything that happened in the shooting, but they haven't yet. The police investigation hasn't finished. And I think it's weird that like he did the interview. I feel like somebody told him or some people told him, they were like, listen, you're like scot free, so you want to do an interview, go ahead. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if he had any chance of perjuring himself or anything like that, or like incriminating himself, sorry,
smart enough to tell him not to do a
yeah, exactly, it would have been
full-length
like
interview.
no, yeah.
Did you see the Travis Scott interview with Charlemagne?
No, I don't trust Charlemagne.
Neither do I. But I just saw some clips from it earlier. I thought it
Yeah.
was funny. They're like, "What do you think?" Like one of the questions, like, there's a lot of people on the internet saying that you and your music are satanic, and what happened there was part of a satanic ritual. Like, what do you have to say about that? I was like, oh
Jesus
my god!
Christ.
Like, what kind of a ridiculous statement?
I like Charlemagne sometimes because he will ask like wild shit and it's like entertaining, but also Charlemagne is like he's insanely biased.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's like legit. I would say like without being completely racist, a straight up black supremacist. Like he fucking like doesn't hide his fucking distaste for white people.
Yeah.
So I don't know, when he interviews people, when he interviewed Travis Scott, I'm like, oh, fuck, he might go easy on him. You know what I mean? I was like, if fucking Post Malone had done that shit, then maybe would have had a real good interview. Fucking Eminem did that shit. I was like, then maybe it would have been fucking lit. But I don't know. I might watch it. I've just, who I've been seeing a lot. I haven't seen any of the actual podcasts, but fucking Kyle Rittenhouse is everywhere.
Oh, I love the clips where why are they asking this dude all these horny ass questions, bro? They're like, what kind of women
Isn't
do
he
you
a
want to have
minor?
sex? He's 18.
Oh, he's 18 now? Okay. So they're like, oh, you're 18 now, so tell us, where do you like to stick your dick in?
Yeah, it's pretty
Jesus
funny.
fucking Christ.
I saw he was on the one with that Change My Mind guy. I've seen the clips from that where they're like, yeah, what do you like? I like him with some big butt. Like,
Yeah,
shut
big
up, Kyle
tits.
Rittenhouse.
We all do.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, this is not a good look for him, really.
No, it's not.
Not at all. To be like
You know what is a good look for him?
to
I use
disappear.
he, him pronouns, but them, they is also okay.
Yeah, the dude is for sure being coached, and cause
Coached by an idiot, by the way.
no, but
By an idiot who honestly thinks that would work.
no, I'm not an idiot at all. Cause if he's still in the dude, a lot of people are embracing him. They're like,
Who? People on the right who already like him?
no, but that's what I mean. But like, you could have like that to me is what's actually like, I think reinforcing the other side's position. The fact that he's like
Yeah, he's going on like
embracing this fame.
Bill O'Reilly and stuff.
Yeah, because what he, again, I think what he did was justifiable, especially justifiable under the law. You get attacked, you attack back, you know, and he
One
got
of them
attacked
pulled
with
a
a
gun
deadly
on him.
weapon. He went back with a deadly weapon.
Someone hit him with a skateboard, or someone pulled a gun on him.
Yeah, exactly. But
that was over when that guy was like.
he
admitted to
still
pulling a
killed
gun.
2 people, and that's not exactly a good thing. And that's not. I don't think that's something they
It's
should
not
like.
a good look.
No, and I think there's like a difference between, I don't know, let's say for example, somebody went and just shot Epstein. No, somebody went and just shot Ghislaine Maxwell in the fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
That person, I would be like,
He's a
well, you're a hero. You know what I mean? But even though that the people that he killed were like doing shit to him and didn't have the best pass, I don't think that they were in that such an evil position where you should be like glorifying him for killing them.
What he did was neutral at best.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like
neutral.
it canceled itself out morally, I think. So the fact that he's being celebrated, I don't think it's a good look, and I don't think it's.
Yeah. I don't know about straight up celebrate. I think people are just.
No,
He's
he's
just such
by
a-
other people. I mean, not himself.
No, I don't think. But I think he's just such like a big topic right now.
Nah, he's being celebrated, bro. The fucking, cause all the pictures that like people asked to take with him and shit like that, they're like, wow, like what a fucking hero. And I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess some people are seeing this
No,
as like
heroes-
a big win for like whatever, but. I don't know anyone who's like, yeah, look at this American hero killed those 3 people.
no, I mean these people are, cause they're like, oh, like, I get it, you know. I mean, let's not act like he was at a fucking, you know, a fucking Greenpeace meeting, you know, like that shit was a fucking.
It's a peaceful protest.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I feel like it's really making him look. Again, I don't want to judge the kid; he's fucking young, but I think it has a sociopathic vibe to it that he's this chill after murdering 2 people. I don't care if they broke into your home and did some wild shit, bro.
Well, it has been. What? It's been like a year. Over
Yeah,
a
but
year?
I mean, even then, that's what I mean. Like, 'cause think about yourself in that situation. I think I would still be kind of like torn up about it, even if it was like justified. You know what I mean?
I think I might be. I mean, again, I can't put myself in that mindset because I've never been close to shooting 3 people.
Right.
But I don't know. I think I might be over it after like after a year. You know.
I don't think I would. I think the guilt would.
Well, you also are a board certified bitch. So.
I
Well, you're gonna cry because you killed somebody?
I don't know if I
Little
would.
wiener?
I don't know if I would be crying every day, but I definitely wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think I would be. If the only reason that people know me is because I killed people and they keep inviting me on these podcasts and shit, I think the guilt of what I did, because like ultimately, I'm like the best case scenario is they attack you, you neutralize them without killing them, and they go to prison. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm a more of a bad man kind of guy. But again, that's why I feel like this. That's why I feel like this kid has like a little psychopath in him, because I'm like, dude, you murdered 2 people at 17 years old. I mean, like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like gangster rappers that did the same thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Where like you have to have some sort of, again, sociopath like genetics in you to be that nonchalant a year later after killing people. Again, I understand it was like justified and he did what he had to
Yeah.
to save his life, you know.
And I
But
understand that he's an American hero. American hero.
I don't know. I'm very, very intrigued though to see what happens of this young man.
And this is kind of bringing to my attention how many trials are going on right now, because we're looking at the trial for that kid that shot up the school for getting bullied.
Dude,
Dude,
did you see that the parents got a separate lawyer and
Yeah,
they gave
I
him a
love that.
fucking public defender?
Public defender is so great.
Got him. It's like, you fucking little retard.
Well, his mom did say, "I don't care, just don't get caught." You did
What?
okay. It wasn't in reference to the shooting, but you didn't hear about this?
No.
The school contacted her for drawing violent images. I think he was drawing like really violent stuff, and the school was concerned.
I did that all the time as a kid.
Yeah, but I think like really like gruesome shit.
Like with names on them.
I don't know, but like not like funny, like cool, like superhero
Yeah, I guess
violence.
I would draw like people getting their heads cut off, but I wouldn't put like that's Jason right there.
No,
You know
I
what I
don't know
mean?
if he
I
put
would
names.
put a
I think it
fucking
was just a
name.
lot of really gruesome stuff, and then he
Oh,
was like looking up ammo in class or something. So they contacted his mom,
yeah.
and the reason they're in trial was she sent it. There's a text she sent to him in reference to all that, where she said, "I'm not mad, just don't get caught."
Jesus Christ. I
That's
mean,
why they're.
they bought him the gun, right? I think that's pretty much like they didn't buy the gun and then he took it. Like they bought it for him, right? I think
I
that's
think
like,
officially is that the dad bought it for himself and gave it to the son as a gift.
right, right. So, but I mean, like
Yeah.
there's a very good possibility that the gun was given to him, that he didn't like steal the
Yeah,
gun
no, he
from.
didn't steal the gun.
Yeah, exactly. And the parents ran away, which I'm like, huh?
Where are you
Like
gonna go?
you're gonna get caught. It's 2021. You fucking idiot. Why do you think the mafia doesn't exist anymore? You can't get away with that shit no more. Fuck. And also, like, I think they drove north to like Detroit. Go to Mexico, you fucking idiots. What are you going north for? Canada, they're gonna fuck you in the ass even harder.
True.
The kid looks like he did it.
Oh, the kid that they found shooting up the school. Yeah,
No, I meant
he
like
did it.
I meant like
He looks like the type.
like he. Sorry, I meant he looked like he would do that.
Yeah.
He looked exactly like me at his age, but my parents loved me. I think that was a big difference.
Well, his parents loved him too.
Too much, I say.
Yeah.
Maybe they love. Yeah, I think they loved him too much.
Yep.
My parents would have been like, "Stop being a and get some friends," you know.
What
They-
other trials do we have? We have the Ghislaine Maxwell trial.
Which
Has been sealed off from the public because the details.
I thought that shit was hilarious. Of that picture of her
Drawing
the sketch artist.
Yeah.
That's fucking alpha as fuck. I really liked it.
Respect you for that.
I really did. I was like, that would have never occurred to me, bro. If I was writing a movie and I was like trying to like, you know what I mean, like have some way of the defendant to intimidate people, that would have never occurred to me. And I was like, that's sick as fuck.
Yep. And last trial that's going on right now is the Juicy Smollett,
Yeah.
which and just ended, found guilty.
Right.
No
Got
shock
him.
there.
Thank God,
Insane.
honestly. I think it's good that like I remember I saw some tweet and I was like, you fucking people. Which was like, isn't it funny how, you know, like Rittenhouse is free but Justice Smollett guilty?
Yeah, it's because
I'm like, they
one of
both
them did something wrong.
they
one of
both did what you accused them of. The difference is that one is legal and one
what
isn't.
it? No, Miguel. The only difference is one is white and one is a little less
cracker.
white.
A cracker with 3 Ks.
Yeah, one's a little less white.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's gay. He might as well be white.
He's gay. Well, yeah. I mean, come on, that guy's clearly
Being gay is pretty white.
half, and he's half
Yeah.
white too.
Is he half white?
Yeah. Look at him.
Mm.
His sister is also.
He should have been. He should have been. He should have said I'm the new Obama instead of I'm the new Tupac.
His sister's Black Canary in the DC movies.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, cool. Can he show up as Green Arrow and they can do an incest thing?
You know what I was thinking of? Actually, I was like, this is gonna be the most ironic thing to come out of everything. There will for sure be some sort of dramatization. Is that the word?
Dramatization.
Dramatization of this. You know, a movie or something, and he won't play himself. You know what I mean? Somebody else is gonna play him and gonna play him sucking the Nigerian dude's cock off, and he's gonna be watching it. And it's like all he ever wanted was to keep acting, and now people are gonna be playing him for years. And
Someone's gonna get an Emmy
him.
nomination on the what's that series they're doing?
Power.
No, they're doing that. They did the O.J. Simpson one.
Right.
They did Gianni Versace. Now they're doing.
I actually want to see that,
Clinton
bro.
one.
Yeah, I'm down to see Clinton getting blown.
Yeah, have you seen the first 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Okay, so I watched
Sick
season
as
1,
fuck.
loved it. Season 2, I was like, sweet. I was like, man, there's too much gay sex in this shit.
It's really good, but I think the
liked
first
it a
one was
lot.
better.
Yeah. So yeah, now I want to see what's up with all these like fashion, because Versace got assassinated.
Yeah.
Now House of Gucci's out. That dude got assassinated.
I don't think it's the fashion. I think it's because they're Italian.
Fair enough,
Yeah.
honestly. But I mean,
These
it's
motherfuckers
always,
love to shoot people and kill people.
well, it's always their lovers too.
Yeah.
Because like in
Dude.
Gucci, it's his wife, and
Yeah.
then in Versace, it was his secret gay lover, maybe not so secret.
Bro, that dude, that is one of the best performances I've ever seen, dude. That
Who?
dude who plays Andrew Callahan. the gay lover who kills
Yeah, I didn't
Versace.
finish season 2.
Oh, dude, that. But I mean, what you see of like that motherfucker kills that role. I was like, that's what. You know who I saw actually one time at IKEA?
Who?
The gay the gay sailor. Remember who was his friend
In what?
in that movie in that show?
I haven't finished. I don't. I
How
saw
many
the show when it
episodes did
came
you
out.
watch?
Like 1 or 2.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a dude in there I saw at IKEA. And I
Did
was
you
like,
ask him to blow you?
I don't think he might be gay in real life. I mean, there are actors. But what are we talking about?
Getting blown in the IKEA.
No,
bathroom
fool.
section.
Justice Smollett.
Justice Smollett.
Justice Smollett.
Justice for Jesse's Juicy.
I did see a bunch of rational tweets though. They were like this, obviously like they were like, bro, we're fighting for, racial justice or whatever. And this motherfucker pulls the prank of the century.
He did pull the prank of the century.
It was
As someone who loves pranks and
that was a
prank
good one.
adjacent things,
Yeah,
I have to respect them.
I do too, and I love the. Did you
Hats
see
off
that
to
thing that
you.
I posted, where they were reading his
Yeah.
text, and he's like, "Can you please say N word or spell it out?" Like he's like, "You've been saying that word." I'm like, "Huh? This is a legal case, motherfucker." I'm like, "This
Yeah.
has nothing to do with your feelings. You don't want people reading the N word, but stop writing it so goddamn much. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You should be more worried about the fact you're going to jail, dumbass."
He thought that would help him.
Yeah, of course, he's still trying to be a fucking social justice warrior, which, by the way, is a great example of how that shit doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great example.
got him.
Doesn't mean nothing. Boo.
Exactly. Let's keep
Yeah.
owning the libs.
Damn. Wait,
but
I'm
I was
waiting
happy that he was found guilty because I just
Because it's a
think
black man going to prison. Very happy.
that's part of it.
Yeah,
But-
you're racist. I'm not racist. It's him. I was just calling him out for that. I'm never happy when a black person goes to prison.
Oh,
Not even Bill Cosby.
not even. Well, he got out, so
And
we're both
good.
we're both happy.
The prison population needs to be 100% white. Crack. All these white supremacists need to go to prison, and all black criminals who have ever committed a crime should be set
Rehab,
free.
and that's it. And a social worker should blow him.
I was gonna say free head.
Yeah,
Sure.
free
If they're busy getting head, they can't commit crimes.
free head. the cops that get found guilty of police brutality the wives should blow them.
Well, they
as
watch.
as
Punishment.
no, what's the thing when you pay for
Cucking.
slavery?
Oh, reparations.
Yes, reparations. The wife of the cop or the daughter, if she's of age, blows the victim.
And maybe if she's not.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's gonna happen in the Maxwell trial, which, by the way, has been like heavily. I think that didn't they have like a bunch of like Twitter accounts like trying to.
I've said this earlier.
Yeah.
They have put a complete lockdown on the trial
On the
because
media.
apparently the details are too sensational. Which honestly, I'll be real here. Maybe for the best. I honestly think that we do not need all these names of people involved in this getting out because civilization will collapse.
I completely disagree. I feel like
Civilization will collapse around us. Miguel.
I mean, but the reality is though that shouldn't be like that should not be an issue for the judge to be like that.
I know. But
It's on the reporters to be like, motherfucker, can you stop watching hours of podcasts trying to find somebody saying faggot and focus on fucking the kitty fucker from hell?
Listen,
You know what I mean?
Actually,
Like-
let me rephrase. I'm not saying I'm glad this isn't getting out or I support it not getting out. I'm just saying that we all need to understand that if the names of everyone who went to Epstein's Island
Sure.
and partook in a bit of child diddling, as you know, you do.
Even if you didn't do that shit, like
If
you're
you
you're
went
still
to
complicit
Epstein's
to
Island,
some level, yeah.
if all those names get out, Miguel,
Yeah.
the world is ending.
Yeah, I know. No, but what I'm saying,
a fan of the world. R.I.P. to those kids, but
yeah, R.I.P. I don't think they're dead, are they? I think they just got fucked.
rest in pussy.
Rest in pussy, yeah. Rest in pussy. Actually, no, I think they were women.
I think it was a little bit of both because he catered to
You can't fool women with dick. They can get dick anywhere. That trick only works with men.
women like young dick.
But you can't. But again, they could just get it. They don't need a fucking
Yeah,
Mossad
but
agent to get
if you go
them
to
cocked.
Epstein's Island, you're not gonna end
Again,
up in
they don't
prison.
need to do that. They can just walk out on the street, look at any high schooler, be like, "You fuck me in the ass," and he'll say yes.
Yeah, but there's still a chance they'll go to prison. Epstein's Island is the
No,
most
just give him a bunch
secure.
of dude. The kid will.
Also, I don't think they went there specifically for that. Like, I don't think they went like Epstein. I really need some underage I don't want to be too graphic, but I need something now.
Yeah.
I think Epstein was like, "Yo,
do you have any kids that I could fuck?"
I think that they were like, Epstein's like, "Listen, guys, we're having a party on my island. We're gonna go there, do a little bit of coke, watch some movies, bang some kids."
Yeah,
and
they're
everyone's
hot
like,
kids.
yeah. I mean, okay, and it's hot kids. It's like, oh.
Again,
What's the plane? Lolita Express. Oh, okay.
I still feel that's a trick that would only work on men. I feel like women.
I don't think it was a trick. I think people went there to party and do all that, and that was just one of the like cool things you got to do on the side. I think that was just like a little like.
Okay, but also, how many powerful women are there really? You know what I mean? That you would need to like.
The queen.
I mean, yeah, but
she would be dead if she went there.
Right, but I something tells me the queen is way smarter than Prince Andrew. You know,
I think a lot of people are smarter than Prince.
Yeah,
Andrew.
yeah.
Also, he's dead.
I also really think that Hillary Clinton is smarter than fucking Bill Clinton.
I think a lot of people think that. I think everyone thinks that.
Yeah. Shit. I mean,
Bill Clinton looks like a Muppet. I'm not joking.
he seems like a very charismatic guy, but I don't. And he is.
He looks like a Muppet that's recovering from a cold, and she looks like an evil witch with voodoo powers. So.
Yeah, he is smart, but I really think the brains there is Hillary. I feel like there's something to be said when you don't have that retard gene of let me have my intern blow me. That just makes you like more objective. You know what I mean?
Leave the evidence on the dress.
Yeah, but I mean, listen. Once a week for a week, she's retarded, but the rest of the day, she's fucking genius. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, she's probably way past menopause now, so she's probably like fucking Megamind now. Jesus, the fucking Megamind of political crimes.
Yes, and calling black people super predators.
Allegedly. We need to keep saying allegedly. We're gonna get fucked.
I'm pretty sure that was a real audio tape that I've heard with my own 2 ears. I don't know if you know about that.
No, I was saying about the stuff that I was saying. I don't doubt that what you said was true.
No, all that stuff is also very public information.
What, did she call black people super predators?
No, your stuff.
Oh, my stuff? I'm speculating, but I'm sure I'm right.
Yeah. Are people scared of Clinton anymore? Because the meme used to be
right.
If you said anything about Clinton, you would be killed. Now it's if you say anything about Epstein, his ghost will kill you.
And I think it's different because I think that like I don't think you'd really need to kill a lot of people today. I think that it's again, they could just send me an email with like screenshots of my DMs and I'll be like, it's over. You know what I mean?
Over.
Like they don't need to really like it wouldn't take a lot, I think, to blackmail most people into submission. You know, I think the people they kill are the people that are like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go to Charlemagne and tell him what's up. You know,
take down the cracker.
Yeah, take down the crack Illuminati. So yeah, I don't think that they have to kill a lot of people. I think the people they kill are people who need to be killed because they're like people who are like.
And the rest they could just offer TikTok clout.
Yeah, I think it's like people who are like who have convictions. You know what I mean? They're like these people will do this shit.
People not like me and you.
No, and also people who just piss them off. Like you know what I mean? Like in a way that's
tried to expose us for diddling kids one time too many, Alex Jones.
Not even that. I think it's like stupid shit. Like, you know, they called Chelsea Clinton ugly or whatever, and they're like, we're just gonna shoot this motherfucker.
Why has no one killed Alex Jones?
I don't think he's controlled opposition, but I just think I think he does himself no favors with the way that he looks and the way that he acts and the reputation that he has.
Hell yeah.
And and also this is
based, handsome, and well composed.
Exactly. Yeah, that fucking beautiful lobster skin that he has.
I love it. I'll never be able to get over his weight loss pills where he showed the before and after photos, and the after photos look exactly like the before photos, but he's like really, really red.
Yeah, he's more red.
It's so funny. It's like, Alex Jones, are you saying this will make me look like you but red?
Back when Stephen Colbert still had some sort of
comedy
integrity. He would do like an imitation of Alex Jones that was pretty good. And he would show a clip of him, and he showed this clip of Alex Jones like talking about his life and how he said he had fucked 50 girls by the time he was 15.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, it's actually shameful. And then Stephen Colbert does the thing, and he had like his own like character name or whatever. And he was like, I fucked 2 goats, And he just like keeps going over the list of like how many like women, men, and like animals he had banged. And I was like, that was his last hurrah. But anyways, what I'm saying is like nobody takes him seriously.
Yes.
Nobody takes Alex Jones seriously, even though he basically like.
Jobs.
I think he's the only proof of Bohemian Grove existing, right?
He has
video
what
of
I've
it.
Heard
yeah,
is back in the day,
I've seen video
of it. He
was
actually pretty legit.
Yeah, I mean he was always a conspiracy theorist.
Mm-hmm. But post 9/11, he was really I've heard.
But he was anti-Bush too, like hella anti-Bush and hella anti-Republican.
Yeah, because he said it a million times that he's not a Republican. He keeps saying that. It's another one of those things where he's like, I'm not a Republican. I'm not conservative.
That's what's total controlled opposition is the fact that they keep calling him a white supremacist and all this bullshit. I'm like, you have never seen his show. You have never heard him speak. This motherfucker, he's a lot of things, but
he's just a nut job.
Yeah, but he's not racist. He I don't think he cares at all about social politics
he cares
at
about
all.
Other people. I don't think he cares about that stuff. I really just think he cares about taking down the government.
He doesn't play at all against identity politics at all. He never talks about that shit. All he talks about is, I think the only reason why they're like, oh, he's a Republican is because he goes after the Democrats for fucking kids.
Recently now, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, that doesn't. If you're a liberal and you think Democrats being attacked is a sign of the right, you're a fucking idiot. You should be attacking Democrats too.
I think the big thing here's the thing. When I first heard about him was post Trump's running.
Yeah,
that's what I think is that's gonna sideline you as a Republican for the rest of your life.
Everybody that supported Trump got a target put on their back by the media.
Yep, and he was a big one.
Yeah, when he had that, I thought it was pretty funny actually, cause again, I bought into all this shit, so I remember watching his interview with what the fuck is this British name? Fuck, you know what I'm talking about? The fool from I think he replaced Larry King.
I don't know.
God damn it! What's his fucking?
Oh, is it the one who came?
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. I was about to say, is it that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he had an interview with Piers Morgan, and
I said the guy everybody hates, right?
Yeah, and he made him look crazy. But I thought it was pretty funny that Alex Jones was like, for the most part, not playing his game.
Yeah.
He was keep saying a bunch of shit. But then, like, I don't know, like what opened my eyes to him was the fact that once you saw him outside, like his environment, like once you saw him like talking to somebody else, like Michael Malice or even Joe Rogan, because they would like.
I love seeing him. I love the episodes of him on Joe Rogan's podcast
because they call him down. They don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? They when he's like.
Because Piers Morgan guys like that just want to keep making him look more and more insane. So they keep wanting to stoke the flames.
None of these guys are interested in a real conversation.
But Joe Rogan is his friend, so
exactly.
He cares. Yeah,
and not only that,
and but I love the time when him and Joe Rogan had beef, or when he had beef with Joe Rogan, it was completely one sided. And I loved his insane speeches. Joe Rogan, you are sent here by the Antichrist and blah blah blah. Like I will destroy you, Joe Rogan. And I just loved it.
You got controlled by the CIA.
You can tell that they're such good friends that he was able to that Joe was like, yeah, whatever, all right. Are you gonna come back on the show now so we can talk? And he's like, I will kill you, Joe Rogan. You sea demon sent here by the Antichrist, CIA operative. It is my destiny from God to kill you. And he's like, all right, Alex, you gonna be on the podcast next week because we can talk this out. Yeah, I remember watching his podcast where he's like, can you please text me and call me,
I remember seeing that too, where he looks at the camera and he's like, can we
he's like, can you stop?
Yeah, because when he said that he worked for the CIA, Joe Rogan was like, dude, this fool's losing his fucking mind. And again,
bro,
the dude is wild, the dude is crazy, but there's a lot of shit that he has said that like either makes sense or has been proven to be true.
Yep.
He would talk about like, you know, the way that Bill Gates tested out all the vaccines in Africa, which is true. That also, I mean, to me, all he needed, honestly, like, if all he had ever done in his life was shoot a fucking video inside of Bohemian Grove, I'm like, dude, that's insane.
Yep.
He went to fucking Bohemian Grove and he shot he took a fucking camera inside. I'm like,
the end of his.
That's wild.
And I can't remember the other things that they're never gonna let go of, supporting Trump.
No, it's Sandy Hook. It's Sandy Hook because that
was the big one.
Because again, like he thinks everything's a fucking false flag operation.
Yep.
And
I honestly, because I'm not gonna list and point at anything specific, But I think
I don't think school shootings are a false flag.
I don't think I'm not gonna say any school shooting has happened has been a false flag, but for writing a project, I was looking at a bunch of like shady stuff the CIA has done since the 50s.
Sure.
It is so wild. That stuff, like after reading that, I'm like, this is like not that I'm gonna point at Sandy Hook or whatever and be like, this is a false flag. That is totally within the realm of something
that
they would
stuff
do
happens.
and be able to do easily. No, I mean, I think this. I'm not gonna say that any mass shootings are faked, but if I wouldn't be surprised that at a mass shooting in the future something being fake, because I've seen the lengths they've gone to, insane stuff. Like they've done stuff just as bad as that. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all.
No, because even remember during the riots, they would they would just find fucking
piles of bricks. Yep.
In the streets. So like that shit does happen.
But
I don't think school shootings are part of that. I really don't.
I think they could be. Because here's the thing, bro.
I can't think of any. I can't think of a single one that would be, because
I'm not saying a single one has been. But here's the thing. I'm not saying that Sandy Hook or the Vegas shooting or anything else.
I think maybe the Vegas shooting. Okay. You could say, but
okay. See, that's the one I was gonna say. I think I don't think it was, but I could see an argument for that, and I wouldn't discount you as being crazy.
But that's what I mean. It has to be something like that.
Because I see the reasoning. If again, and this is all the ifs. I'm not saying this is happening. If there is some group, like the big conspiracy is like, oh, the government wants all this control. They want to take control away from the people, right? Where would you want to start? America's big on guns. America loves guns, and they always want to introduce gun legislation. And every time you get a big gun legislation push that ends up being successful, it's post-shooting. So I could totally see whoever's up there is like, oh, slowly, like we need to get people to like be okay with us taking away guns. No, CIA motherfuckers start staging all these shootings.
I understand that.
But I'm not gonna say school shoot. I'm not gonna say this one that just happened or Sandy Hook or blah blah. Everything was fake. I don't think that.
The reason why I don't think school shootings are a part of this is because, one, I think people are already like hard enough to control. I think a child would be way harder to control. I agree. The second thing is too that like, I think when school shootings happen, there's a lot of conversations around guns, but there's also a lot more conversations around mental health. I think if you wanted mass shootings to affect gun ownership, you need sane adults committing mass shootings, not fucking
it would probably be way
kids.
too easy for not way too easy, but it's very plausible for the CIA to find some crazy nut job and approach him as like not as the CIA, but like kind of manipulate him and like blah 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 blah, get him access to some guns and stuff.
Yeah, well,
I leave a realistic enough looking trail, bro. You're all lucky that I'm not out here trying to take over the world, because everyone would be dead in mass shootings. That would be the plan, actually.
The plan is just
to cause a bunch of mass shootings.
That would be easy to do, I think.
Yeah, I would just get a bunch of white people and be like, listen, everyone not white is our and like listen, one by one, and then I'd be like, everyone who's not part of your bloodline is the enemy. You need a pure bloodline.
Remember playing No Russian in Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that.
But VR.
And at the school.
Yeah, they just put the VR helmet like, wow, this got so real. The audio, the 3D audio.
Bro, that's literally an episode of South Park where they put the VR on Butters and it's not even a VR. They're just like, he just tells her that she has to come back home to like stand on the station to exit VR. And he punches his dad in the nuts.
Yeah, I think I've seen that episode.
There's one thing I want to do. He's like, fuck you, Dad. He just punches and then he comes back and he's like, Butters, you're grounded. What for? I'm not even going to tell you. You know, it's like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm grounded and I don't know what for.
I don't know, bro. I go on rabbit holes sometimes of this shit.
I do too. Usually
it's not good for you.
No, it's not.
It's not good for your head.
It's usually like when I'm trying to write something, I'll look up a topic.
And
like right now, I got really deep into like white supremacist rabbit hole, trying to do some writing on something. Also,
motherfucker, look in the mirror.
I was about to say, just trying to find out a little bit more about myself.
And I was gonna say, when you found out, it's been inside me all along.
Listen, I just have a rule: no message boards.
A what?
No message boards, no 4chan.
Oh, you ever been on Stormfront?
No.
I remember.
Reddit is the deepest I'll go.
I went on Stormfront once, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's just for real.
Is that an alt-right one?
No, it's like a straight up like KKK like website.
No.
Stormfront.org. I
Oh,
think.
I've heard people talk about that.
Yeah, Stormfront is like legit. Like you go on to like they'll be like talking about killing and kill and killing and killing also.
He just said white people over again.
Yeah, killing whites and what? Nah. Yeah, that one's fucked up.
Nah, I wouldn't go on that. Nah, I can't handle it.
I remember when I went on and I was like, oh, and then I was like, I'm on a fucking list now. But that shit was a long time ago.
You're off the list now.
No, I would highly doubt that they would like.
I'm definitely
Actually, you can leave that website up, huh? There's really nothing you can do to take that down, I guess, because the deplatforming is mostly when you get deplatformed from big platforms. But if you just have your own website, you can kind of fucking do whatever you want.
You can't take someone off of their own website.
Yeah, because
they can take them off of Twitter. They can take them off of Instagram, but they can't take them off of their website.
Yeah, because technically not a crime. It's not like it's like child porn or something like that.
Nope. You are definitely on an FBI watch list because of that. I'm on a CIA watch list. You know.
No, I'm for sure on some lists because I've also Googled like how to make bombs and shit for scripts. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I've Googled like wild shit, like how to paralyze somebody. That's a bunch of shit like that. Yeah.
Okay.
What? You have it, motherfucker?
I just want to know what you're planning on using this paralyzing bomb technique for.
Paralyzing bomb? Shut up, bitch.
You're gonna paralyze someone? You're gonna paralyze... I just want to know what you're gonna do to me when I'm not looking, is what I'm getting at.
Well, the same thing I do to you when you are looking. Make love to you.
Gay sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking about gay sex, He-Man's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, there's a dude in that named Fister, and he goes, I want to put my... He keeps talking about one of the fist things. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, wait till he beats my fist. I'm like, all right, bro. Kevin Smith, you know what you did, you son of a bitch.
There were so many gay innuendos, and I texted him again. I was like, why does this dude Fister keep saying he wants to fist things? And you're like, just wait, he's really cool. And then he dies.
You know...
Spoiler, the gayest character in history dies in He-Man.
Okay, yeah, there might be some spoiler talk. But when I finished the show, you know what I kept thinking about? I was like, when guys complain, you know, about a female character taking over the male lead character, shit like that, a lot of the times it's because it's a beloved male character, usually kind of masculine, you know what I mean? Like all this stuff. But I'm like...
Maybe a character named He-Man, super masculine.
No, okay, but this is what I mean. First of all, He-Man is gay as fuck. The cartoon is gay as fuck. He's not really masculine at all. He has the gayest haircut ever. And also, it's not a particularly like... It wasn't like a particularly well-written cartoon. It was like very campy and cheesy.
And known for being extremely gay.
Yeah, but like this isn't like... You know what I mean? This isn't like fucking like Johnny Storm getting race swapped or some shit like that. You know what I mean? When you're not talking about anybody that has like... You're not talking about... This is not a character that you're like, oh, they mess with him. Yeah. Motherfucker, this is way better than anything and I was gonna say, before.
This season really should put everyone who was whining
right,
because He-Man is the main character.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's awesome.
Yes.
He's so cool in this season.
Yeah.
The part where he calls the power of grace,
dude, that's
without
sick.
The sword, and he turns it to like the Hulk. Like, yes,
dude.
And he's ripping like hundreds of those demon things apart with the axe.
That fight scene is sick too, because it's like
because he's fast. He's like fast like the Flash, but he's super strong. He's ripping everyone apart.
It reminded me of like, it felt like watching Doomsday fight. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like just complete raw strength that somehow allows him to like fly.
Yeah,
like pushes himself off the fucking
like what the
wind.
Hulk should be. Yeah, like Hulk in like the Ang Lee movie.
Yeah,
yeah, it was awesome. I love the final like 2 episodes, which is just like a giant siege of the castle.
Yes,
like everyone gets a cool moment in this. The Man at Arms gets a cool moment. Even the King has one of my favorite moments when he's holding back like the whole army with his pistols, like kiss the ring, and he starts like, and his ring literally like glitters, and he starts shooting everyone. I was like, this is awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude, and the fucking like who are they? They were hella complaining that, god damn it, I forgot the character's name. The main female character, who's the main Tila. So she's the main character of basically the first half.
Yeah, the first season.
And then He-Man is. I mean, she's still pretty prominent, but I would say He-Man is the main character of the second half. Mm-hmm. They all get like these sick ass moments, but the other thing too that I think is really like cool is that they don't shy away from the campy like costume design. They don't shy
No,
away.
and I love that one part where they're looking under Grayskull,
Yeah,
and those two like dudes come out like Goat Man and like Pig Boy or some
yeah.
shit. And,
Like they don't like how to explain. There's no like gritty Zack Snyder makeover really.
no, it's all silly. They just take the writing seriously.
Exactly. It's still silly looking,
Yeah.
but it's good writing. It's great voice acting,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the animation is great. Like it's very well paced. Like
They made the characters good. Evil
Yes.
Lynn's a great character.
Evil Lynn is sick.
Someone named Evil Lynn is a great character.
They even make fun of her name. Like it's
Orko's a great character. A little tiny floaty hat is awesome, and
Right,
when
right,
he
right.
dies, I was like, damn. And they hit me in the gut twice, and it was both scenes with the parents. It was when Tila says bye to the
Sure.
man at arms when she's going out to fight, and when the king's talking to He-Man and he realizes it's his son, and he gives him that speech to calm him down. That was really good writing.
Dude, it's so good.
And
dude.
it's very similar scenes of the parents resolving things with their kids that they never
Yeah.
talked to, but it goes in completely different directions because the thing with He-Man is he's telling him like, I never told you that you weren't, like, he goes, I wanted you to be all this, but you're my son and that's all you ever needed to be. And when Man at Arms is talking with Tila, it's different because he's saying, he's like, I always loved you as my daughter, and like that was always more than enough, but I know you can be more than that.
Yeah.
So they were having very similar moments, but it ended in a different direction it went in completely different directions for their characters.
They all had good conclusive character arcs,
Mhm.
including Skeletor.
I was gonna Skeletor's awesome.
Skeletor's fucking sick. He gets like, because even though that he gets like portrayed as like, I guess like this weak idiot, like mentally weak idiot, he's never you never feel like he was cheapened or that
No.
he was not made a good villain. He's still a good villain. You just realize that like
because of
he has simple motives. He's not like
because of the complexity, the because of what his character wants.
yeah.
He can never be that because he doesn't want to. It's like Batman the Joker. She tells him like, you never want to kill He-Man, and she's like, you never want all this.
All he cares about is that it's getting back at him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to kill him. He wants him around. He wants this endless battle where he
Yes.
gets to be. But her character is just allowed to be more complex because I'm assuming, well, just because that's just what it makes more sense for her that she wants to destroy everything and results in her being a bigger threat. And I thought when I got towards the ending and Tila ended up having the final battle with Evil Lynn, I was like, oh man, I really hope people don't see this and start like complaining like, oh,
Yeah.
they cheated that, but they don't because Skeletor turns on He-Man and he
Yeah,
gets
they
the
go
epic
at it
final battle
again,
with
yeah.
him. And I love that moment for Skeletor where he's like, listen, the world's gonna end. He's like, if the world's gonna end, I have to finally kill you. Like that has to be the last thing I do on this earth. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about like even taking the chance to try to save everything. It's like I have to kill you. I was like, this is a great moment.
It's
for
sick
him.
because I love that scene where they have like this thing in the middle of the skull that basically allows him to see the entire universe.
Yeah.
And he shows that to Lynn, and Lynn has like an insane like existential crisis. By the
Yep.
way, the writing's fucking deep as fuck. Like it'll fuck you up.
The scene where she has that vision of the snake killing.
Yeah,
ram,
she,
and
she,
she
she saw
sees
God
God
died.
dying.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
he's
like,
like-
damn.
Yeah.
But I love that scene because it's a clear, again, like you said, it's a clear distinction between the two characters where like Skeletor is going through all this fucking trouble and he doesn't give a fuck about transforming the universe.
no.
He doesn't give a fuck about doing. He just likes that he has all this power that he can now fuck He-Man in the ass with.
Yep.
That's all he cares about. He's like, I got all this shit and now I can fucking ruin his life.
Yeah, and he is his own thing because they show that he really did actually care about Evil Lynn.
yeah.
He says that, and when he's saying it, it's clear that he's not lying. It's just
He's
good.
blinded by rage, like
Yeah.
by vengeance.
He
yeah.
just cares about one thing, and that's He-Man. It just makes him such good characters.
It's like
but in
Joker and
different
Harley
ways.
Quinn.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a
He-
very similar dynamic.
yeah. He just again both voiced Mark Hamill,
Yeah.
and Mark Hamill. He's totally like, again, speaking like that they lean into cheesy stuff. He totally just hams it up in that part.
I
Like
love
literally
it.
every line is so like in a good way. Is so cheesy and over the top.
When he goes back, when he goes to try to get He-Man's help, I forget what he says exactly,
He's
but
like, "Let me in, you royal boob," or something,
No.
something like that.
and then, I think he says something like, "Oh, let me guess, are we gonna go ask her nicely?"
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
there has this like, you know what's crazy, dude? Kevin Smith has been handed a bunch of like AAA primo fucking
things people care about,
comic book or whatever,
Batman,
like cult
Daredevil.
franchises, and he
Yep.
has pretty much fucked all them up. And this
And
dumb
this
fucking
Just
80s
makes the
cartoon
most sense in retrospect.
is his masterpiece.
Yep.
Like, not only is this like the best adaptation he's ever done, this might be the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah, and I'm so frustrated watching this. I was like, oh my, like, He-Man fans are not gonna watch the second season because they probably couldn't get
Yeah.
past the first episode. I'm like, you are missing out.
Because
on
he
the
makes you
best
wait.
content your garbage has ever given you
Because if you're one of these homos, you will get what you want.
out of season 2.
Yes,
Just
you will
please
get
watch
exactly
season
what
2.
you want.
Yeah, you will get the greatest He-Man story ever.
Yeah,
He just becomes super buff and kills a bunch of. It's awesome.
he goes sicko mode.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing he's ever done.
Yes, I agree. I was like, wow, I can't believe that he got handed Batman, and
messed it up that bad.
yeah, I
Dude,
think fuck
and
it. He
another
did
thing I wanna
something else. I
touch
forget
on,
what it was.
he did
Right?
Daredevil and stuff.
Yeah,
But-
and I'm like, and then He-Man, he's like, check this shit
because
out.
it makes sense that it's just hammy. I love the
Right.
part I can't not mention this when He-Man, when he gets his sword back, he calls the power of Grayskull and he splits it off with Skeletor.
Yeah,
That was such a great moment. That was so cool. I
He's like, I want you to
"Yes!"
feel what it's like to
Save
save
the
the universe,
I was
and
like,
then that fool's like,
"Yes."
fuck you. Dude, and there's like, dude, when fucking Evil Lyn destroys heaven,
Yeah.
how fucking insane. I was like, what? I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
She literally like shows heaven to everybody, and then she's like,
it's-
get the fuck out of here.
and it's
I was
so,
like, God
her, and her
damn.
plan is just so bleak. She literally wants
Yes.
to destroy
The universe.
heaven, hell,
Yeah.
and the universe.
Yeah, it's
And there's nothing. She wants literally everything to end because she came to the conclusion that any form of existence is
it's pain.
pointless and
Yeah,
painful.
exactly.
It's like, oh, that's actually very deep.
it's super deep. It's fucked. I remember watching. I was like, this is insane. Like, I was like, I can't believe, again, the gayest, campiest show ever, gayest, campiest cartoon ever, turned into like this, frankly, like just fucking like super like deep sci-fi fucking opera bullshit. You know, like it's so like it. This is the best He-Man can be. Like this
Yeah.
is the franchise at its highest aspiration.
And I just want to say, if whiny nerds take season 3 away from me, I'm going to burn this earth to the ground because I'm
For
so
real.
hyped. Because I'm okay. So
We need the LGBTQ communities.
yeah, come save us.
Yes, because you can still jack off to this.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
he
He-Man-
did not change the. There's no costume change here.
Yeah,
He-Man looks the
and
same.
He gets buffer.
Exactly.
he
More
gets-
there's more detail. You can. His cock is probably bigger
And
than
if
this
you-
one
if,
too.
If you're part of the L part, the evil Lynn just turns into a giant buff lesbian at the end of the show.
Yeah, she
So
does.
you'll be that's
and
pretty hot.
isn't is. Oh wait, no, she's not gay, right?
Who? Tila and her
Tila.
friend. It's
She looks gay, but she's not gay.
yeah. It's it's one of those things where you get a feeling that they want them to be gay, but like someone out there was like no.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah, someone with the ability.
they're
to
like,
make
so
decisions
He-Man
was
get no pussy? You out your damn mind?
yeah.
He-Man has to get pussy. He's like, I
Oh, yeah,
thought
'cause at
He-Man
the
was
end
gay.
at the end, yeah, he does hold her hand. And
Yeah.
But one
Fingers
thing I want
in.
to talk to you about, I love the ending scene when Skeletor is talking to those like cyber worshippers,
Oh right.
and he's like, "I'm gonna destroy your computer," and then it like comes to, was that the sorceress that came out of it?
No, I think it's a different villain. Again,
Okay,
I didn't.
is that a character I just don't know because
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
I don't know any of them.
Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. I didn't come out that.
You
way.
know, you were using gay in the lame term. And the you're using gay the way that somebody who would
Not
complain
even
about.
just that I'm not gay, so I didn't watch He-Man because it's a show for the
That's what I
LGBT
mean, like,
community.
You know what we mean by people who would complain about He-Man
Yeah,
not
I mean,
being
like-
respected.
Yeah, I just mean that like
Yeah.
I'm not gay, like actually gay. And it's a show for you people.
It's
which
a
is
show
good.
for.
I mean, not you people in any negative way. It's a show for these
In any
beautiful
what way?
members of the bleep.
Yeah, dude. The new villain looks fucking sick. I like that. I like that Skeletor seems like somebody who's gonna be kept in the show. Again, kind of like Joker is like in Arkham like City. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Arkham like Arkham Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it blew my fucking mind. I think one of the reasons why I liked it so much was just because like my expectations were basically non-existent,
Mm-hmm.
and also I think I don't. Again, I didn't. I know who He-Man is. I know I know the basic concept of He-Man,
Yeah.
which is that he defends Castle Grayskull from Skeletor, and they're in a constant battle.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know enough of it, and again, I'm sure this is way better. I'm sure this is better than the movie too with Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, I've seen the movie with Dolph Lundgren. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah, they should have casted because Dolph Lundgren. I don't think he's gay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, somebody, John Travolta would have been good casting. But yeah, dude, the show's fucking sick.
It is awesome.
Well, we're almost done. Do you have anything to recommend?
Recommendations?
Yeah.
I saw the first episode of that Kevin Hart show, True Story, and I thought it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend that. It's got some. I love because it's about he's not playing himself, but Kevin Hart's playing a famous comedian who does movies and stuff.
I don't think. Yeah, he's doing the Louis thing.
Yeah. So Ellen DeGeneres was in the first episode I've seen so far. And
no way.
Yeah,
that's cool. He should just have everybody canceled in the show. Just have Louis in the show, Kevin Spacey.
Well, the second one was the second episode opens with a scene from his superhero movie he did, and the person who busts through the door to save him is Chris Hemsworth.
Oh,
it was pretty cool, and he has lightning powers. It's like a Thor reference, but he's like in a suit.
I see.
But I was like, oh sweet, Chris Hemsworth. I'm curious to see who else is gonna show up.
Fucking shit's I think Netflix would give him $40 million just to film himself fucking farting.
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I feel like he's like, I got a pitch for you. I just fart all day in a box, and they're like, here's $40 million. Don't tell Chappelle.
And if you want to see Wesley Snipes back, he's the main character in this along with Kevin Hart.
I fucking love Wesley Snipes.
And Billy Zane is awesome in the first episode.
I love Billy Zane too. We both agree that we would have sex with him.
Yes. Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Waiting for it to happen.
Well, I got a game recommendation. You should, if you guys have a PS5, you guys are not peasants, you should get Deathloop. That shit's sick as fuck. It's a great game. It's by the people who made Dishonored 1 and 2. They also made the remake of Prey, which is sick as fuck.
Oh, I love that game.
It's an overlooked game, I think, because I don't know, it looks kind of like bleak or whatever. But basically, if you like BioShock, it's kind of the same game except in space.
Funny enough, I rented Prey from Redbox, forgot to return it, and got charged $70, and now it's mine.
Jesus Christ!
I know. I was like, it's not even new anymore. Come on.
Yeah, I was like, that's not even the limit. Yeah, it should be like, I know. It's sick as fuck. Deathloop is sick as fuck. It can be a little bit intimidating at first, but so are most arcade games because you kind of have to get the hang of it. It's very like, there's a lot of shit you can do, but since there's like a lot of different ways to approach things, it's also very unforgivable. But yeah, that's a sick ass game. Well, this shit lasted the whole episode.
Yeah.
Hell
never
yeah.
happened before. No technical difficulties.
We're back. You fucking and we're gonna your